It'll take a few minutes.
Hello, everybody. Are we on yet? Hello.
I see two people's heads on. Right there. 8 people on. Hey, there we go. Hello, Jean.
Hello, everybody.
Julie, Denise, Carrie, DeMay. Hello. Becky. Annette, Marcia. Hey, Kay. Mary, Joyce, Tracy. Hello, Amy. Debbie. Mama Jan, how are ya?
Hello, I got your card.
Thank you for the card.
It was beautiful. Thank you.
Catherine, Jan, Susan, Lynn. Oh, well, nice to see you finally caught me. Awesome.
Lots of people on tonight.
Yeah, 36 people already. Helen, hello. Hello. We figured we would pop on. We were just on doing a Zoom meeting with his family and thought while we had the computer warmed up.
Why not?
Might as well come on and say hello.
All our friends.
Oh, that's okay, Marcia. Everybody knows him as Mr. Pickle. Hello, Lucy, Abby. Yeah, Mama Janet came quick, like 3 days it was here. Yeah, so we wanted to come and say hello, see how everybody was doing. We also wanted to let you know that we're probably more than likely, weather depending, going Thursday to Jungle Bells to the drive-through. Right now, it looks like a little rain in the morning, but it looks like it's going to be dry later in the evening. So, yeah, you got that right, Mama Jan. Definitely better early than late. Yes, the giraffe behind me, Marcia. We've decided to call her Sophia because she sits on the sofa. That's pretty much the consensus we came through when I got her, and I asked the group here, what should we name her? And we were throwing around names and decided that she would be Sophia. Yeah. We also decided it would be a girl. So anyway, yeah.
We had 73 degrees here today. It was beautiful.
Oh, Susan, happy birthday on Thursday for your birthday, in case I forget. Bernie's birthday is Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Not at all. A little superstitious. Yeah. I don't know what we're doing, but
Thursday we'll be at the park.
Thursday we're hopefully going to be at the park.
Weather permitting.
Weather permitting. Yeah, whoa is right, Joyce. Whoa is right.
I want to see those lights.
Yeah. Julie, very nice. Her godson turns 17 on the 13th. Okay, bye, Kay. Love you.
Good night, Kay.
Yeah, I'm really excited about Jungle Bells. I can't wait. Mary says happy early birthday.
Thank you.
Oh, Susan, you're gonna go Saturday? Well, I don't think we're doing anything Saturday, so there's no reason why, weather permitting, we can't go and do the walkthrough on Saturday. We had a small earthquake this morning. Oh my goodness, Catherine!
Where?
Holy cow!
Where?
Lockdown tonight from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. every day until the virus slows down. Where are you, Catherine? Are you in California? Lynn is coming up on the 20th. Hey, Cindy. Nice to see you. Hello, Sue. Julie says, happy early birthday, Mr. Pickles.
Thank you. I can't.
Catherine, you live in Rhode Island and you had an earthquake? Oh my goodness. Marcia says, yeah, they had one in Massachusetts, felt it all the way in Boston. Holy smokes. Yep, so southern Rhode Island. Wow. We didn't feel anything. I guess we were a little too far away. Jan White says, happy birthday, Bernie.
Thank you, Jan.
Connecticut felt it too. Holy smokes. Wow.
Very quiet here today.
That's crazy.
Beautiful weather, sunny.
Crazy.
Bright sun today.
Yeah,
Wow.
we're not on lockdown yet. That being said, the rates are going up, I guess, just about everywhere. We just have to remember to please be safe, please be smart. Don't think of it as a political gain. Don't think of it as anything that is they're trying to rule you. Just think of it as a health issue. It's not like we haven't had health issues before in the United States, except this one is a little bit more across the board. It's affecting everybody. It's not just affecting a few here and a few there and a few here. Everybody has to be subject to it this time, and that's what's making it worse. Wear a mask when you need to. Uh, remember that my mask is protecting you, your mask is protecting me. When we both have a mask on, we're protecting each other. I'm not wearing the mask to keep the germs away from me from you, because that's not how it works. If I'm wearing an N95 mask, it may be a little bit safer, a little bit better, but it's not 100%. Yes, Debbie, his birthday is Friday the 13th.
It's happened before on Friday the 13th.
Is Pennsylvania still on the naughty list? I would urge everyone who is coming to Animal Adventure Park to please check the New York State website. I think I Love New York might have it on there. There's been a whole new ramp up of things of how to come to New York. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. I know he just changed it all, and something about testing. I have no idea.
One thing important.
Catherine says happy birthday.
Everyone, as of Sunday, everyone in New York has to wear a seatbelt. Everyone.
Yeah.
Not just
no,
two.
it's already in effect.
Yeah,
November
that's what I'm
1st.
saying.
Catherine says happy birthday.
Thank you, Catherine.
Yeah. So that's that. I mean, check the website. Look, be vigilant. Know everything. From what I understand, it's a whole new thing about testing. If you're here less than 24 hours, obviously they're not going to make you do anything. You just come in, do whatever, and go out. To be honest with you, if people are driving a car, I don't know of too many people that are driving a car into New York and actually doing what they're supposed to be doing, and then they leave. So I don't see it as I think it's going to be more specific for people who are flying in. California and Riverside County area, we might get to go to one tier. We get to go inside and eat. Oh boy, we've been doing that for a while, but it's been spaced out. Sue Boggins says happy birthday.
We're so careful when
Right
we
now
check it
you
out.
can go into some restaurants. They have the tables spaced, or they have one table blocked off in between. You have to wear the mask when you go in. When you get seated, then you can take the mask off. So
Then go
I'm
out, you have to
buffering.
still put it back on.
I'm sorry. My Wi-Fi is not that great. Not that great. Julie, oh no. I'm sorry. Betty says happy birthday.
Thank you, Betty.
To be honest with you, I would rather not go into the restaurant. There are some fast foods here that are still not opening up to inside. Our Arby's is inside, but our Taco Bell KFC combination restaurant is drive-through only and pickup. Oh my goodness, Julie. Prayers to you, sweetie. I hope you're okay. She got exposed twice in 1 week.
Oh my God.
I
hope you're wearing masks.
Hello, Kathleen. Kathleen says, happy birthday, Bernie. Yeah, but you can wear a mask, but if they're not wearing the mask, it doesn't make a difference.
Oh, if you're wearing an N95, it protects you better.
Fine, get yourself, yeah, but see, you can have
KN95.
an N95 mask on, and if you've been exposed, they're still going to make you either test or quarantine.
I know.
Yeah, so.
But it protects you better.
Susan Steinhardt says, happy birthday, Bernie. Thank you, Susan. Have a good night. Annette says, happy birthday.
Thank you, thank you.
She says she's fine, no symptoms. She's just quarantined.
What I need is a Quinella. Turn around from 83 to 38.
She just said she just got quarantined because of it. Sometimes they'll make you quarantine. It sucks. I'm gonna see if I can find out
Well,
what the new rules are for COVID.
I think
Let me
they'd
see if
find
I
it
can
better
figure
if
it
they were
out.
quarantined with Brad Pitt.
Yeah, right. So what it says is that you can quarantine, you can test out of the mandatory 14-day quarantine. Hello, Lauren. Noelle says she's got to go. Have a good night. She says happy birthday, Bernie.
Thank you.
Abby
Thank
says
you.
happy birthday. Linda says happy birthday. Demay says happy birthday, Mr. Pickles. Oh, I don't blame you, Catherine. She's got to go to the spine specialist at the hospital.
A chiropractor won't do.
Kathy Telford says happy birthday, Bernie. Yeah, we are very cautious about going to the hospital and the doctor's office. We try to do telemedicine whenever we can. If we can't, we both wear N95 masks. We got a reasonable rate on some from a medical supply store, so we just wear those. We were at a restaurant, had every other table closed, so you could go in and they teach at one table and then next year close it off. But it's been so windy. Oh yeah, Denise.
But then you got to worry about the waitress coming around spreading.
We have a lot of places that have outside seating too, but you know, it's going to be getting colder, so that's not going to be an option either.
We just take it into the car and eat in the car.
So, yeah, we just.
That's why we're not.
So, the new test out thing is so you don't have to mandatorily quarantine travelers from states that are contagious with New York that are exempt from the travel advisory. However, covered travelers must continue to fill out the traveler health form. Essential workers will continue to be exempt as well. The guidance also applies to international travelers coming from any CDC level 2 or 3 health notice country. New protocol Wednesday, November 4th. For any traveler of to New York from a non-contiguous state, U.S. territory, or CDC level 2 or 3, the new guidelines for travelers to test out of the mandatory 14-day quarantine are listed as below. For travelers who are out of state for more than 24 hours, you must obtain a test within 3 days of departure prior to arrival in New York. The traveler must, upon arrival in New York, quarantine for 3 days. On the 4th day, the traveler must get another COVID test. If both tests comes back negative, the traveler may exit the quarantine early upon receipt of the second negative. For travelers who are out of state less than 24 hours, the traveler does not need to test prior to their departure and does not have to quarantine. However, you must still fill out the COVID diagnostic. You must still fill out the form upon entry in New York State and take a COVID diagnostic test after their arrival, 4 days after the arrival in New York. So if you're here for 24 hours and you leave 4 days later, you're supposed to get a COVID test. I can guarantee you there are people who are not doing this. Guarantee you. Denise says fast food drive-throughs pickup only and restaurants only outside. Here in Chicopee, Mass, you have to have a mask on at all times, even walking on the street. You can't even drive in a car with friends without a mask, and you can't be out past 9 o'clock, only if you're working. Wow.
Especially if they enforce that.
We were like that for a while. And then, see, this is the thing. I think if you do everything that you're supposed to do, what they ask you to do,
it's going to go away.
It's going to go down because look how high New York was. New York City was the highest out of the country.
They were getting 900
They had thousands of people, and they went and did exactly what they told them to. They blocked off the entire city.
Excuse me.
They went on lockdown. They gradually reopened it very slowly. Told people wear a mask when you go out, when you do this, make sure you hand sanitize, wash your hands, all this. And now people are doing pretty much, I can say probably 80% of the people are doing what they're supposed to be doing. And it's going down. However, That being said, with the new jump coming up, I know personally I'm tired of it. And I'm sure there are other people that are tired of it. And we're done. We don't want to wear a mask. I got it. I understand. I don't either. But if we can just get everybody to be on the same page, I think if we could all cooperate with what we're supposed to do for like 3 or 4 weeks, it'd probably be all gone. It would have nothing to attach to. There'd be nobody here sick to attach to. I could be wrong, but we'll never know because there are people who say, well, it's against my constitutional right. I don't have to wear a mask. You can't make me wear a mask. Nope, I can't. But who's suffering in the long run? Look at our economy. Everybody's griping about the economy. Oh, the economy is so bad since March. Healthy people, healthy economy. We can open things up and start running again if we can keep the people healthy. But we can't keep the people healthy.
Too many
So
people want to have a large party.
what are we going to do? You got to put off I don't know what the word is I'm looking for. You got to stop being so self-centered and so greedy to think that, well, my wedding has to be canceled because you say that we can't have this many people gathering. Oh, my blah, blah, blah has to be canceled. Oh, well, I can't have more than 10 people here. Okay, that's fine. I understand. You want a wedding this year. Okay, so then do exactly what the CDC recommends and you should be fine. Have the wedding. Have a small, tiny thing this year. Have a big, big, huge thing when it finally lifts so you can have a big party. Why not? You're still getting married when you want to get married. You're still having a party when you want to have a party. Just not the big thing you wanted. I got it. I totally understand. And as far as a medical thing, if it's so horrible that you feel you can't medically not wear the mask, then you probably shouldn't be outside because it's not good for you to be out there. And that if your body, if your lungs and everything is so bad already, because if you get that virus, it can very easily kill you. It not good.
Especially if you're
Not
compromised.
good. Bernie and I both have breathing issues. He has COPD, emphysema, um, asthma, whatever you name it. He's got it in his lungs. I'm beginning asthma, so I got it. I don't like the mask either. Sometimes it's hard to breathe. N95 masks are worse. I found that the N95 mask, though, that has the little breathing thing on the outside that helps the air escape out, is better. I found the cloth masks are better, but that being said, if you're in a very high compromised area where a lot of people have the cloth mask probably isn't going to do you much good. Like I said, the N95 masks aren't 100%, but you have to do what you have to do. And if you have to go out, like we have to go shopping, we don't have a choice. We have to go shopping. Sometimes I go to where I can get somebody else to shop and they bring it out and I load it in the back of the car and I call it good. Other times, I shop locally. I don't go into Walmart. I hate Walmart. I will not go to Walmart. I don't trust Walmart as far as I
We
can
go
throw 'em.
into the supermarket when certain
I
hours
go
when the
into Price
home's
Chopper,
empty.
which is a little bit better in there. The people are much more willing to wear a mask, and they're much better to abide by the rules. So I'll run in there and I'll get my groceries in
They
there.
have the aisles marked off.
If I need to do something quick, like get milk or eggs or bread or whatever. But as far as large shopping, I try to do that where I can just pick it up. And I don't have to get out of the car. Um,
But it's very hard.
well, what I heard about the vented ones is that the vent only goes one way anyway. The vent is only to let the air out. So I don't know how the virus would go in, but I guess maybe
We had a few of
I don't
those
know.
original N95 masks.
I heard it was a one-way valve. So, but Who knows? I'm not the
Only
expert,
the
so
original N95 masks
I
have
don't
them.
know. So right now we just use other N95 masks that do not have the vent on them. I don't like them as well, but we do have Instacart. However, they will not deliver to us because we do not live near an area that has Instacart delivery. If I do Instacart, I have to do pickup and I have to drive 45 minutes away to go get it. No joke.
Does anyone have access to the original N95 mask?
Our stores here do not do um our stores don't do Instacart. Our Walmart's supposed to be doing grocery pickup. I don't think they're going to be doing delivery yet, but uh, I will tell you right now, our community is very small. We're very rural. We have more cows here than we have people. Um, we have a population of about 5,000, 5,200, give or take, and that's with the college. And the college is probably almost half of that. So when the college is gone, you'll be lucky if we have 1,500 people here. So
We had good news from our college here.
Peapod? No, I don't have Peapod.
Our college had not had one case.
Our college has been testing on a regular basis, and so far they haven't had one case of COVID.
A miracle.
They tested 600 students, and then they tested 600 more, and there's been no positive
But
cases.
yet, in
So
40 miles
that's
from
good.
here, SUNY Oneonta, they had
SUNY Oneonta got slammed. They got it
several
bad.
hundred.
SUNY Albany, which is 40 miles the other way, they are beginning to get some positive cases also. Um, you know, when the school tells you you don't go out and you don't have a party, you don't go out and have a party. That's plain and simple. You don't hang around with people. They do the shopping and they deliver it to you. Yeah, we don't have delivery here.
Not in our town.
I can guarantee you we don't have
In
Peapod.
Albany,
We
they do.
don't have Lyft. We don't have Uber. I mean, we just don't. My daughter college tests every week at the start of the school year. Yeah. I'm not sure how often the school is testing, but to the fact of this, our school, um, however often they test, our area is close to the 1% positive or below for the number of people that we have. So, being our county is doing so well, has some say about how people are actually obeying by the rules. They're doing what they're supposed to be doing. Um, I mean, people work out of the area. They're exposed in other areas. They have to work. They don't work just here. There are people that work in Albany. There are a lot of people that work in Albany. They work for the state. I mean, it's a miracle that we don't have higher
So far, we've
numbers than
been
what we
very
do.
fortunate.
But people are actually doing good stuff, or otherwise
People are obeying the rules here.
we'd be peppered.
Mostly, anyway.
We would be peppered. Some schools shut down. Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, Marcia of grand jury duty. That I did that about a year ago,
Yeah.
and now I'm off of jury duty. I won't get snagged again for 10 years. Yay!
She enjoyed it.
I liked it. I would do it again. It was fun. I'm into the criminal justice system, so I was actually going to school for to work in a law office. Yep, 3 months. That's what I was on for. Yep. But sometimes you won't go. Like we had weeks where we didn't even. They would call us up and tell us it's canceled. There's no jury duty, so we didn't have to go, which was nice.
Very interesting.
It was very interesting. We didn't. We heard
Can't reveal too much.
3. I want to say we only heard 3 horrible, awful cases that we had to hand up indictments on. Some of them were pretty. It's like no, but yeah, I live in a small county. I mean, there's not a lot of people here, so I bet you we don't even have. Your landlord tested positive. Oh, that sucks. He's firefighter, paramedic. I gotcha. I'm not sure how many people we have in Schoharie County. Hey, Sonia. I few thousand. I mean, maybe 10,000. I don't think there's much more than that. It's a small county. I don't know if I can find out by the county. Let me see what it says.
You have to ask.
How many people live in Schoharie County?
In 2015,
Oh,
the
I was right.
population of Schoharie County was 31,330.
31,000 people in Schoharie County.
The whole county.
The whole county. That's the whole entire county. That was in 2015. 31,330. Yeah, it's kind of a small county. Very rural, very rural. A lot of farms, a lot of trees.
A lot of cows.
Oh, that's good, Marcia. I'm glad you're okay.
Very quaint.
Yeah, grand jury was very interesting, Julie. It was very interesting. I would do it again. I've done regular jury a couple of times, but those were you know, you're in there, you watch the movie, and then they say, okay, they settled out of court, and you go home, and you're all done. Kids, drugs, killings, robbing. We had. I can't say too much because the county is so small that people are going to know what case that is. That's how small our county is. I don't remember doing any death ones or murders or anything like that. I will say that the things that we did here were very disturbing and very shocking. Like, I had no idea that these things happened in our county. That's how rural and
Very seldom.
secluded that our county is. We don't hear about it.
Very seldom we have bad things.
Yeah,
really
you
bad
don't
things
hear about
happening.
it. You're right, Marcia. You're right. I
Yeah.
will say this because it happens all the time and it is in the news on a regular basis here, which I didn't know. There is problems with drugs here, which I had no idea. There is a problem with domestic violence, which we know that's everywhere.
Occasionally, yes.
There's a problem with weapons charges, which we know because that happens everywhere. And those are the three big ones that are on the news all the time here, in the newspaper and that kind of stuff. So I wasn't too shocked about that, but there were other ones that I was like, wow,
But
really?
it very
Here?
seldom they happen here.
Yeah.
It's a relatively safe
If
area.
you saw in the newspaper one week that there was something going on with drugs, it would be shocking.
Unlike New York, where I'm from, every day, every half hour, something going
Oh
on.
yeah, where he lived,
In the Bronx,
we wouldn't see
shootings
that
galore.
in a lifetime. What he sees in a couple of days
Crazy.
in New York, it's nuts.
People like to shoot each other. I don't know why. Why can't they live in peace?
Yeah,
They're not supposed to have guns. How they get them? I guess because our governor lets them out of jail. That's another story.
there was a shooting this morning where we lived. It's getting way scary out there. Oh wow. Yeah, we don't have. I can't say we don't ever have shootings.
Very rare.
There have been cases of shootings here, but I mean, if we have more cases of accidental shootings while hunting than um shootings because of people wanting to kill
People
each
like
other.
to go hunting here for deer.
That's we are all waiting for Joe to have a baby. Yeah, I hope Joe has a baby. As big as she is and as much as going on, she better have a baby. I can't say that I'm 100% sure that she's going to because the science isn't there, but physically and behaviorally, I'm going to be like Jordan and say, I'm going to have to eat my hat if she doesn't. So, Bernie has a hat. I can eat his hat.
Pickle hat.
I'm going to eat the pickle hat.
What do you know, Joe?
What do you know, Joe? So right now I'm gonna take a peek at Joe and see what Joe is doing. I'm chatting here with you and watching her on my TV. Oh, yeah, I can put her on the TV too. But I just unplugged that so they could watch the TV when my son and my granddaughter was here because I had it plugged up to the Fire Stick. And my son says, "How come it's not working? It's not working." I said, "I don't know. Why is it not working?" Hi, Nan. I hope you enjoyed your dinner. So, yeah. Right now I see she's mowing down at the hay bag. It's a little bit, maybe if I take off the chat, it'll be better. Not really. That's kind of a glare there. Anyway. Shooting at people's cars, breaking into cars. Yeah, we don't, luckily,
Not too much over
we
here.
don't have too much of that. We did have a instance of people breaking into cars a couple of years ago, and they were telling everybody to make sure that they kept their cars locked and take the stuff out of the front seat, because it's one of those places here where I know when we lived here before we moved to North Carolina, what, 8, well, let's
7
see,
years
I
ago.
would say 10, 12 years ago, because we were there and then we came back. But anyway, I could open my front door and I could leave a fan in the front door in the summertime when it was warm, because we didn't have air conditioning, and I could leave it there all night long and nobody would bother, and I didn't have any worry in the world. Now, no, I wouldn't even venture to leave the doors unlocked right now. Just because it's different. It's just different. So luckily we have air conditioning. We don't use it very often. It doesn't get that hot, but when it does get hot and muggy, at least we have it so we can use it.
Not as hot as North Carolina.
Not as hot as North Carolina. Let me see, Sue. She may have eaten part of her hay bed. I see it's kind of messed up, so. Julie put extra carrots in her bag tonight. Oh, that's what she's after. No, I can't keep my doors open anymore and I can't keep them locked. Nope. Nope.
Times have changed.
You know, it was a letter G. Oh, that's cool. They made her bed into a letter G. Hi, Kim. So yeah. Anyway, we just wanted to come on and say hello and see how everybody was doing. I had a slight meltdown earlier. Bernie was on Zoom with his kids and they were talking about Thanksgiving, what everybody was going to do for Thanksgiving. I always went to my mom's for Thanksgiving. Been going to my mom's for Thanksgiving for quite a while.
At least 20 years with me.
Because, my mom and I, we had been apart for a while. We had disconnected and then we reconnected and we were pretty close. And so we would go over there and Bernie and I would go and so it was kind of hard to talk about Thanksgiving, but we're sorry, my kids have decided that they're all going to be doing other things. My daughter, of course, she's in North Carolina, so that's neither here nor there. I can't read the screen anymore. Sorry. And so Thanksgiving itself is going to be,
we don't know.
We don't know. We might go away for the day, do something just for us. And then my son is actually going to have Thanksgiving at his house on the Sunday before Thanksgiving. So at least we'll have something, but we just won't have, yeah. Anyway, we're going to Jungle Bells Thursday, weather permitting, this Thursday. And we may go Saturday for the walkthrough. If you don't know, Jungle Bells at Animal Adventure Park starts Thursday. It will be 4 to 9 p.m. It's drive-through only on Thursdays, every Thursday. I don't think they're open Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's. I think those are the 3 days that they have off. I don't think they're open Thanksgiving. And then the rest of the days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, will be walkthrough. So anybody who knows someone who can't necessarily walk at all, or doesn't want to walk at all, or maybe it'll be too cold or whatever, you can drive it on Thursdays. What you're going to see on Thursdays compared to what you can see when you're walking, I don't know, but I will find out. So watch for my videos. I know, seeing your comments, that I know it's particularly hard for a lot of people this year because of the COVID. I know it's particularly hard on people who have lost people already this year. I totally understand. If you had asked me that and my mom hadn't passed away, I probably wouldn't think the same thing about it. But I do know that it will be difficult for a lot of people, not just me. I'm not in the boat alone. I know that there are many of you who have had people who have passed for whatever reason this year. I also know that you still can't go a lot of places because of COVID. We can only hope that we can all stay healthy and that next year we can make it up. Hopefully there will be people around that we can still see. It doesn't help those that are not here. I not only lost my mom this year, but I also lost an uncle. Her brother also passed away unexpectedly. Within a few weeks from when she passed away, so it has not been easy, but I know these were things that were, I feel somewhat blessed because they weren't COVID related. However, I feel not, because my mom passed very quickly. And my uncle, he'd been sick on and off for a while. We knew he had a heart condition. We knew he'd had strokes. So that was, it was still unexpected. You don't never plan on anybody dying. But my mom, it just came so fast. It happened so fast. Let me use that as a learning experience for those of you who, if you have a problem, no matter how small you think it is, keep after people, keep after your doctor. If your doctor doesn't want to do anything about it, find a new doctor. Had my mom found another doctor, had went to the emergency room and they had done an MRI, they probably would have caught the cancer in her shoulder way before. She'd had breast cancer. She had the breast cancer zapped and removed, radiation, chemo. She'd had chemo she had had cancer 8 years before, no, 11 years before, in the throat. And the throat, they got rid of it. It was gone. Everything was good. When she got the breast cancer, it was a very small nodule. They took it out. They also found a little tiny bit in one of the lymph nodes. They removed the lymph node. They said it was good. They didn't do a body scan because they said we can't body scan every single person that has breast cancer. Let me tell you what, if I get breast cancer, you bet your ass they're going to body scan me. I don't care. Excuse my French, because I know sometimes kids watch. I'm sorry. They are going to do a body scan. I don't care what they say. And if they're not going to do it, I will go to every place until I find somebody who does do it, because now there's already a history. So don't tell me you can't do a body scan. If my mom had had the body scan after the breast cancer, they probably would have found it, because it wasn't that long after she had her cancer treatments that she kept saying, my shoulder hurts, my shoulder hurts. I don't know what's going on with my shoulder. I told my doctor about my shoulder and he thinks that I might have pulled a muscle. She said, I went in the shower, I did this with my arm and I heard crack on my arm. And she says, if it's muscle, your arm ain't going to crack like that. Oh, sorry, Amy. So she said, I keep going back to it, keep telling them and telling them. Well, then she got to the point she could only move her arm to here. And she said to him, look, there's something else going on. So he took an x-ray. He says, well, you have arthritis because the lesions inside of the shoulder on the x-ray looks like arthritis holes. So they did some things. They told her, take this, do that, whatever. Months went by. She said, something's not right. It's worse. It hurts. I can't move. There's no range of motion. Let me do the MRI. Where was your MRI 2 months ago? They did the MRI. She says, they told me it's cancer. She was crying. I don't know why they waited. They would have known already. It's cancer. They started the treatment on her cancer. This was in May, I think. And they did the body scan, and it was already through her body. It was her shoulder, it was her leg bones, it was her on her lungs, it was on her liver, it was everywhere. So they started the treatment by radiating the bones because the bone cancer part was the part that was the worst. And she had to go into the hospital because she was very sick. It was her blood levels were all over the place. And so they put her in and they did some stuff. They got her okay. They brought her out, but they had done a scan on her legs and they said her femur bone is so infected by the cancer that if we don't put a rod inside of her leg, if that bone actually gets eaten through by the cancer and it breaks, it'll be worse than if we just do the surgery. So they did the surgery. She came out. She was home for a while. She got sick again. She went back in. This was the end of July, and he was looking through some stuff, and then he said, you have to come in. We got to discuss your mom's treatment plan. So Bernie and I, we went out. You were there, right? Were you there then?
I know, I'm not sure.
No, you might not have been. I think it was me and Ed. Anyway, Ed and I, we went out. We were talking to the doctor because she had put me down as a health proxy. Me and Ed were health proxies. So we got over there and he showed us a scan of her liver. He said, we just looked at this in May. Her liver was affected a little tiny bit and it was the normal size. This was the end of July. It had flip-flopped to where the liver was twice the size and the cancer had engulfed the liver so that there, instead of being one little spot of cancer and a lot of good liver, it was cancer liver and only a little spot of good. And he said, you have a few months, maybe a few weeks to live. And she said, I'm not dying in no damn hospital. I want to go home. She said, I want to go home now. And we had to just about hog tie her down to tell her, we can't just let you go home now. There has to be a plan, that you can't just go home. I'm going to go home. I'm going to take care of, I'm fine. I can do it. And she really couldn't do it. And so,
They took the hospice.
the hospital was so good. They called hospice. They got somebody from hospice to come the same night. They went over a plan. Within a couple of days, they had a shower chair there and a wheelchair and all kinds of stuff for her. Hospital bed. She said, I ain't gonna need no damn hospital bed. I'm fine. Everything is good, And anyway, long story short, exactly 2 weeks later, she was gone. We had a party for her that weekend. My cousin and I, we planned a big party for her. My mom was adamant about, I don't want no damn party. I'm like, well, Mom, we're just going to have a picnic. We're going to have Angie come up. We're going to have a picnic. We're going to have a good time. And she was like, no, I don't want all those people here. But we just did it anyway. We just had a feeling that if we didn't do it that weekend, it wouldn't have happened. And let me tell you, I am not sorry that I went against what she was saying, because the following weekend, she was gone. Yeah, 2 weeks. Yep. I saw about Alex Trebek. He fought a long battle, and let me tell you, for somebody with stage 4 pancreatic cancer, he did very well. He did very well. I have to say that, yes, hospice are saints. They came the Saturday before my mom passed. I remember going over there in the morning. Hey, Betsy. And I saw my mom, and she was mobile. She was up talking. She was having a conversation. And not a whole conversation. The conversation was, she was sitting up, and then she was kind of unsteady, and she wasn't really feeling well. And I'm sorry, Kathleen. Um, Anybody else who typed in there that they've lost loved ones, or they have people who are fighting cancer right now, I'm so sorry. I know, um, it's not good, but all we can do is pray, and we hope for the best. And uh, yeah, mom with the marshmallow. She was in pig heaven with those marshmallows. So I'll tell you, she was just having the best time. My best memory of her was when she took the bottle of Kahlua, raised it up in the air, and she said, "F cancer," and took a slug out of the bottle. Yep. So, and so anyway, she was kind of a little warbly, and Ed and somebody else had just taken her down the hall and put her in the bed. Now, that Friday, she gave me the check and all the things that she wanted me to go do pre-plan her funeral arrangements. I went to the funeral home Friday and got all the information, had the check written. They said, don't give us the check until she does her planning part, and then we'll take it and we'll go from there. I got the official form from the funeral home for her to sign. By the time I got over to her house Saturday and got her in, when they were putting her into bed, she was in no condition to sign anything. And one of the last, good night, Betsy, the last thing that I heard from her was, I don't understand how I could go downhill so fast. And then I had to take the paperwork back to the funeral home. She passed away Sunday, the next day, and I took the paperwork in on Monday, and I said, I didn't even get a chance for her to sign it. I said, I do have a signed check from her that was dated before she passed away. She said, perfect, that's all I need. So we made the funeral plans just like normal, and that was that. But I feel bad that she had to get the metal rod put in her leg when she only lived a few weeks after she had the metal rod put in. But that being said, if her femur bone had broke, it would have been way worse, because you can die from a femur bone breaking. What happens is the thigh muscle in your leg is very, very strong, obviously it has to be. When the femur bone breaks, the muscles automatically contract and make the bone go like this. When the bone goes like that, the sharp edges go into the tissue, and it can cause severe hemorrhaging. That's why a lot of times they automatically pull it out with a traction splint to try to get it as close together as they can to make it stop ripping into the flesh. I only know this because I was an EMT and I've seen a fractured femur or two. So it's a very critical thing. So therefore, they did that, and she seemed to be doing well. She was walking with a walker, but she was moving. She was, you know. I will say this though. I will say that I want to thank all of you who prayed with me, who prayed with us, because I had told God that in the very beginning when I found out she had the metastatic, if you can heal her, dear Lord, please do so and let her be with us. But if she has to suffer and she can't be healed, please take her quickly. And I think he heard the prayers because it was pretty fast. I didn't want my mom to suffer. I didn't want to watch her suffer. I didn't want to watch her be in pain. That's not the way she was. She was very active, very busy. She was always on the go, always did things, always working on her pool, always working out in the yard, always baking, always making stuff, always, I mean, even in the wintertime, she was crocheting blankets and making afghans and just, she was always
Very
busy.
active woman.
And to see her be that sick and not being able to move, it was devastating. It was devastating. So, anyway, I don't know how I got on that tangent. I'm sorry. I just want you all to know that we appreciate very much your support, all your love, your hugs. We send them right back to you. We thank everybody for watching us, um, for listening to me being on a tirade sometimes about certain things. I won't even get into the politics because we don't do that here. Try to stay out of it as much as I can. I will say that for this, one thing I am grateful for, I'm grateful I don't have to watch any more political campaign commercials on TV. Yay! They're all done. Woo!
We just love having you with us.
And so we're happy that you're here. Thank you for putting up with us. On another note, speaking of cancer, Marathon for a Better Life. You guys, some of you already know. You've already been part of the page. You've been big supporters for us. We've done very well with it. It was an organization that was very true and dear to my mom's heart. They had helped her in the past. They helped her just this last time. What they do for our county is all cancer patients, they help them out with anything, financially, anything they can do physically, like taking them to and from appointments, anything mentally if they need counseling, whatever it is, just a shoulder to cry on, somebody to come talk to them, whatever it is, that's what they do. Um, Last year's Marathon for a Better Life, the actual event itself, which happens every first Saturday in June at the New York State campus, State University of New York here in Cobleskill. They usually have a big thing. They have a walk. They raise money. All these things go on over there. It couldn't be done, so it had to be done virtually. And you guys did a wonderful job. We raised a good amount of money this time, and we were so grateful. But what we wanted to do is we wanted to see if we could get as many people as we could, which COVID nicely took care of. I don't know what's going to happen next year. It may even be the same thing. Who knows? If COVID is not an issue, we would like to get as many people as we can to sign up for the marathon. If you can, I know this is probably not realistic for a lot of people, but I'm going to put it out there. In order to make this one of the biggest and best things that we could do for the marathon, and to be a tribute to my mom, because our team is called B&B's Angels, and it stood for Bev and Bernie, because both of them had fought cancer, and we are their angels to help take care of them while they were fighting the cancer. So B&B's Angels. We have a small team right now. It's just family members. We would like to have as many people as we can to join the team, whether it be virtually or to actually show up, buy the t-shirt, get put names on the t-shirt, get businesses to sponsor us, do as much as we can like everybody else does there, because this is only my third year doing it, but it's only really the second year if we actually get to go to do the thing. And then after we get done with the marathon, you wouldn't have to stay all day either, per se. It's like they fill out a sheet and everybody walks a certain amount of time, but your team is supposed to have one person out on the track at least at all times walking. And you can also do sales and raffles and whatnot under a little thing at your space if you want to. If you don't want to just have people walking, there are people selling stuff there. The year before we raffled off a blanket. We sold mom's chocolate jumbo cookies. We did a whole bunch of stuff. We did a 50-50. There's people that sell items there. There's people that does face painting. There's people that do food, all kinds of stuff.
I had a
Anyway,
haircut there.
you had a haircut there. Yep. Somebody was doing haircuts for $5.
$10.
Was it $10?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway.
It was worth it.
We could have everybody there. You could do your marathon thing, however long you want to stay. Drive to AAP, which is only an hour and 20 minutes away, or drive to Binghamton, which is just a little bit more, like an hour and a half. Spend the night, or you could spend the night in town. There is a hotel in town, the Super 8, and then drive to AAP. Everybody meet at AAP the next day, and we could have our own little
Yep.
gathering at AAP. The marathon would be on a Saturday, and AAP would be on a Sunday. I don't know if that's going to work out, but that was my plan that I had for this year. We saw what happened. So next year, who knows? If not, we'll have to make it the year after.
All virtual.
God willing, we'll all still be here. So that was my plan. Whether if it's going to happen, I don't know. However, we are doing a auction again. We will be doing another auction just like we did this year. We're going to do it in March. So keep your eyes open if you want to join. I don't know what we're doing it on. Excuse me. Let me see what I have. I have the animal. You know what? The Angels and Animals auction was just for when we thought we were gonna buy Mama scooter because we thought she would need a scooter to get around, and unfortunately the cancer overtook her before we could even get the scooter. We decided to go ahead and do the auction and raise the money for half of it for Animal Adventure Park, half of it for the marathon. So I think that page is gonna close, and we're gonna do everything on B&B's Angels. So if you see this Facebook page, see B&B Angels, it'll have the wings on it. If you're gonna sign up for B&B's Angels, there are questions there. Please answer the questions because I won't know who you are necessarily, and if somebody else is adding people, they may not know who you are either. So just make sure that you answer the questions, and you should be good to go. I think there's only 3 questions. Yes. How did you hear of the group, and what is your YouTube name? That's 2 questions on the first one. Do you agree to follow the rules? And then the third question is also 2 parts. Do you agree not to share posts outside of the group? And do you agree to the rules from the admins? Please answer both A and B. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions total, but there are 3 A. There's 1, 2, 3, but there's 2 on one, 1 on the second one, and 2 on the third one. So please just answer the questions, and you can sign up for that now. There's really not anything on here since we did the last thing on June 6th. We only have 109 members right now. So we're going to try to get as many people as we can and see what we can do for this year. You know what? It might still be private. We might have to unprivate it. Hello, Peter. Nan, are you still on? Oh, hello. Good day in Australia, Peter. What time are you there in Australia, in the land down under? Okay, Nan, do we have to make B&B's Angels public again if we want to have people join it? Because I think it's private right now. I'm not sure. I'm not real good with the Facebook stuff, guys. Sorry. That's why I have that's why I have these professionals to help me out because I'm not really sure. Hey, Betsy. It needs to be visible. Okay. 1:44 p.m. in the afternoon on Monday. Oh wow. We are still on Sunday here on the East Coast, and it's 9:45 p.m. Good night, Sonia. Have a nice night. You want to keep it private? Okay. Until we're ready to get till we do the auction? Or just keep it private and we just because we add people. Hey, JL. I mean, I don't understand. I guess I don't understand the concept of keeping it private, having it open. I don't get all that stuff. That's why that's why I don't run it. That's why I have lots of people to help me run it. Oh, thank you, Peter. That actually came from a place called America's Auction Network a few years ago. It's a what the heck's his name that did that?
Tadeo.
Tadeo. A Zavaleta Tadeo. He did that. Hey, Tree in the North, how are you? Oh my goodness, long time no see. Uh, yeah, I think we should make it visible, Nan. So if we have members coming on, you know, I will tell you though that if you join right now, there's not really much going on. I guess I could start doing little announcements every so often to keep it updated. We had put it on pause because we weren't doing anything with it, but we could leave it open. Um, it's called B&B's Angels. It will be as soon as we get it on. It's in. I think it's private right now, so I have to unprivate it. A little snowy there. Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, we had snow one day. What, last week?
I think Saturday night.
Saturday night. I think. Yeah, it was.
And today
snow.
was 73
But
degrees.
it melted all the way, and then now it was like in the 70s for the past couple of days. We have another good day coming tomorrow, and then it's going to start cooling off again, but nothing horrible. So, yeah, we plan on going to. It's visible. Okay, cool. We plan on going to Animal Adventure Park on Thursday, weather depending. And we're gonna go drive through the Jungle Bells.
Then probably Saturday.
Okay, so Nan says people can ask to join. All right, so you guys can sign up if you want to. Please make sure you answer all the questions. It can cause you to not get accepted if you don't answer the questions. Sorry, that's just the way we have to do it. We've gotten a few naughty people that we've had to kick out because of stuff they have done. Get chains on that scooter, Bernie. If we get to the point where we have to have chains on the scooter, we won't be going because that means that the car has to go through that nasty weather too. Well, I can okay. I do have something I have to do at 10 o'clock, but it'll be really quick. So if you do try to sign up and you don't get an answer right away, please be patient. It won't take long, but it will be a few minutes to for what I have to do. So, that's the page right there, B&B's Angels. I don't have the link to it on the computer, so I can't paste it and share it. But yeah. But you can go there, and we are going to have an auction in March. I think if everything um, works out good, we can have another auction in March, and that'll go for the marathon. all that money they will get. Again, I will show you exactly what goes to them, so there'll be no problems with, well, we don't, if you pocket it, no, every dime goes to them. I don't do nothing. I don't take, if I buy supplies, even the supplies are donated. So thank you, Tree in the North. My son actually made that design. He you know, he does he draws very well, but he doesn't apply himself. He should, because he does a good job. He just doesn't want to, do it all the time. But yeah, my son made that. So yep, he did a good job. So that being said, I do have to get off because I have to do my civil duty that I volunteered for very quickly. If you do ask to join, as soon as I finish what I'm doing, I will check all the new registrants and get you in. I want to thank you all for putting up with us for the past hour or so we've been on, and I thank you for watching.
It's been our pleasure too.
Remember, we should be at the park on Thursday.
And possibly Saturday.
Make sure you like and you subscribe. Make sure your notifications are on. That being said, sometimes people put the notifications on and they still don't pop up. I don't know why. YouTube can get a glitch every once in a while, so we'll do the best that we can. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. And are you gonna make it? You okay over
Good.
there? Or what?
Excuse me,
You want me to
excuse
get some daisies now, or what?
Cup of milk.
A cup of milk.
Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you all. It was very nice to see you. Go over to Animal Venture Park. Check out Joe's live stream. Who knows? Maybe very soon. Hey, maybe it'll be on Friday the 13th. Bye, all. Have a good night.
Good night. That was nice.